Welcome to New York Got Game.
The New York Knicks, they're in the home stretch of the season with just 5 games left. And somebody who's connected to their previous championships, that will be the legendary Walt Clyde Frazier. He knows something about winning. He knows about the playoffs. He's out in Arizona at the Final Four for the men, and he joins me now. Walt, how you doing, man? How's it going?
Doing good, man. Excited about the Knicks season coming up to the playoffs. Things are looking very progressive for us right now.
Yeah, things are looking good for the Knicks. I want to start with you being out in Phoenix for the Final Four because you're being honored at the AT&T Legends Brunch. What can attendees expect from that brunch and that event, and what does it mean for you to be celebrated here at this event?
I'm delighted and excited. I haven't played in over 40 years, and to get this type of hoopla and pageantry at this stage of my career, man, is very important. Plus, it's an annual thing that they do, and they've had Dr. J, Bill Russell, Larry Bird, so many other Hall of Famers. So I'm just happy to be one of those guys as well.
Yeah, no, you're among legends in that regard, and you obviously being out in Arizona at the Final Four, you've had a chance to take in some of the games. We saw the semifinal games last night, championship game on Monday. As a two-time NBA champion, what advice would you give to players looking to capture that championship tomorrow night in the national championship game?
Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Go out, do your thing. Try to have fun. Be prepared. The main thing is preparation. And, in college, they're prepared. They're not like pro players where they have freedom. They're going to be hanging out before the game and all of that. So they'll be focused, but you don't want to be too overzealous. And don't predict anything. I was just talking to them the guy asked me about my greatest moment as a Knick.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when Willis Reed came out. He limped out on the court. And I had the 36 points, 19 assists. But ironically, when I left the locker room, the coach told me, Frazier, hit the open man. So my philosophy when I left, hey, I'm going to hit the open man. But as the game progressed, I was the open man. So that's why you can't say I'm going to go out and try to score X number of points. I'm going to just let it happen. That's what I'm saying. Just let it be yourself. Hey, like you tell yourself, hey, man, I've been living for this moment to get to the championship. I was fortunate enough to get 2 of these babies. So like they say, Shakespeare, all the world's a stage, right? You're on that stage right now, man. You got to go out and perform, and this is why you came.
That's right. All the world is a stage, Clyde, and UConn and Purdue. They will battle on Monday night. I want to follow up on that. Do you have somebody that you like in that matchup, UConn or Purdue? From watching both of those teams, is there somebody you think has the edge in this game?
Well, being from the Tri-State, I'm kind of leaning towards UConn. And, they're trying to repeat as champions. That hasn't been done in quite a while. So, I'm going to put my money on them if I was a betting man right now.
All right, going with the Huskies there. All right, let's turn our attention to the Knicks, Clyde, because when you look at this season and, where they are with 5 games left to play, how do you assess the Knicks' performance this season?
It's been fantastic when you consider Randle has missed over 30 games. OG has missed almost over 30 games, and where the team is currently situated and the way they're playing. They've been striving and thriving. Brunson has elevated his game. Devo has done this similar scenario, Deuce off the bench. So guys have really been able to capitalize on their playing more minutes and getting more productivity. But defense is the panacea for the Knicks. They're second in the league in fewest points allowed, 107. So they've got to bring that defensive intensity every night. Offensively is very erratic, so they can't rely on that. But their defense is the catalyst. So if they continue to do that, they've got a chance in the playoffs.
Defense is going to be the key. Now, Clyde, you just mentioned Julius Randle. The team learned last week that he's going to be out for the season-ending shoulder surgery. We know this is a tough blow for the Knickerbockers. What player do you think needs to step up in the absence of Julius Randle?
Right away, Josh Hart, and he has. He's been a triple-double guy threat every night. Precious Achiuwa, he's also got to elevate his game. But then we made the acquisition of Bogdanovich and Burks. So Bogdanovich look like he's out of his funk, but Burks hasn't scored in like 2 or 3 games. So those guys are going to be essential as well. But if we can keep OG healthy, that would mitigate some of those guys elevating their game, because OG brings a lot of intangibles to the game and helping guys around him.
Yeah, OG has absolutely done that, and now he's back, and Knicks fans are hoping that he can stay in the fold and being healthy. You also mentioned Jalen Brunson. I wanted to talk to you about him because obviously you are known by many people as the greatest Knicks point guard of all time. Where do you think Brunson, I know it's just been 2 seasons now, but where do you think he ranks among the Knicks point guards of all time, and what makes him so special, Clyde?
Well, as far as all time, it's a small sample size, as you're alluding to. But what makes him special is his tenacity, his sagacity. He's a winner. He's durable, and he's just a student of the game, man. He every night he surprises you with some aspect, offensively, defensively, where he makes up for his lack of agility, mobility. He's very creative off the bounce, 84% free throw shooter, leads the team in dishing and switching. So he's a real catalyst for the team, and the players look up to him, and they're only going to go as far as Brunson can take them right now.
There's no doubt about that. Clyde Brunson is the leader. And you talked about it with the Knicks here. This is a season where the Knicks, they've definitely faced adversity with the injuries and everything that's happened with them. What do you think the team needs to focus on in order to make a deep playoff run?
Confidence. They've got to tell themselves we can do it. They've done it without Randle so far. They've done it without OG. So they're right there. They're trying to get the home court advantage. Obviously, the world's most famous arena means a lot if you can get that home court advantage. So that's going to be essential as well. But believing and achieving, that's the main thing for the Knicks right now, and they have to remain confident.
You know what I love, Clyde? Everybody knows you for the rhyming, the posting, the toasting, the swishing, the dishing. I love in this interview, you're giving me everything, the believing and achieving. I love it too. I got 2 more questions for you. You just mentioned the fans at the world's most famous arena, and you've seen this through your career. You saw this the last couple of years with the Knicks being in the playoffs and how raucous and rowdy the MSG faithful can get. How important do you think the fans are going to be to this team's success and bringing that positive energy, bringing those good vibes at the Garden?
Unequivocally, they're going to be there. The last 20 games, it's been a playoff atmosphere at the Garden. Without Randle, without OG, the crowd is still psyched. And no one knows better than me what the crowd can do. I mentioned my game, 36 points, 19 assists. That was all because of the Garden crowd. They gave me confidence that I could do anything, gave our team confidence that we could do anything without Willis. And then Willis showing up just, made that more of a pronounced scenario. But these guys don't really know the crowd yet. They've never felt the Garden like you're going to fall down to the first floor. They've never seen that. They've never experienced that. So they're just on the threshold of what it can really be like. So if they keep winning, they're going to find out right away that the Knicks fans are the most larger, the most provocative, most knowledgeable. So they got it all going for them when they play at the world's most famous arena.
No doubt about that. And Clive, last thing for me is somebody like yourself, 2-time NBA champion who's had fantastic success here in New York City and Hall of Fame broadcaster as well, calling the Knicks games. I've been listening to you since I was about 7 years old. What is your message to the Knicks as they try to strive for success? This is a franchise that hasn't won since '73. They're trying to get to that mountaintop. What's your message for this team as they embark on this journey to try to get to that mountaintop?
Just be yourself. When I was playing, for every player, there's always someone that's in your ear. So for me, it was my uncle, my mother's brother. So when I'm in the playoff, they like that final game. He goes, "Hey man, just be yourself. This is why you came. This is why you practiced all these years. So just go out and do your thing. You've been waiting for this. So you're prepared. Play defense if you open shoot. It's a very simple game. Go out if you open, shoot the ball. If you're not, move the ball. Play your man. I know you got to try to guard Jerry West. Try to hold him to his average. He's averaging 30. Don't let him get 40. So that was kind of my philosophy, what I have to do. So each player is sitting in that locker room, they're going through that. It's like this is your life. When you first started the game, coach tell you, shoot for the front of the rim or the back of the rim. You concentrate. So all of these things you've been thinking about coming into this game. And now you got to do it on the court.
It's about execution, right?
It's about execution. It's about this is the culmination of your whole athletic career. Like the Final Four guys now being there. It's a culmination of the same thing when you get to the pros now in the playoffs. I always say in the regular season, you make your name. In the playoffs, when you gain your fame.
There you go. Ending with a rhyme. Love it, Clyde. Love it there. That is Walt Clyde Frazier, the legendary Knicks point guard broadcaster. You see him doing all the Knicks games, and he's being honored at a Legends Brunch out at the Final Four in Arizona. Clyde, an honor for me, career honor to interview you. Been listening to you since I was 7 years old on the radio before you even on the television. So thank you for the time. I appreciate you, and we'll see how the Knicks journey is down the road.
Yeah, thank you very much. Keep up the good work, babe.
Thank you, Clyde.
Okay.